But do you think you learned something about your offense and your team last week?
No, I think we just got to see what we know we're capable of doing.
Why do you think it went so well last week?
I think guys did their job. We talk about trying not to do too much, do more than just your job. I tell the guys before the game that us collectively, if we all do our jobs, we're pretty darn good. We don't try and do too much, and I think we did a pretty good job of that.
Ben, other than Super Bowls, I'm wondering if that wild card game a couple of years ago in Cincinnati holds any special significance for you, considering what happened in that game and coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it was that was a crazy kind of finish to that game. Just the whole thing was pretty bizarre. It was a very special game.
And you've seen a lot of these Bengals games. How has this rivalry evolved over the years?
You know what? It's AFC North football. It's one of those games that can get chippy at times. You hope it doesn't. You hope it's just a good, hard-fought football game, but sometimes it gets a little chippy. So we'll just do our best to put all the past behind us and go play it like it's a normal football game.
How hard is it going to be to put the past behind you, given what the emotions of what happened there last year? How much do you feel like that'll be something that happens when you enter the stadium?
Well, I think on our side, we'll put it behind us. We're going to go into play this game like it's a normal football game, and AFC North, physical football game. We can only control half the players out there, though. So we know how important this game is for us to try and get a W.
How did you get through last year's game? What did Mike do as a coach to help you guys get through that game after what happened?
Well, I think I hate even going back and thinking about it, but I think the biggest thing for that game, at the end of it at least, it was just unknown. We didn't know what was going on. We knew that a guy went to the hospital, but you didn't really know the severity of it at the time. So in the midst of the football game, you just keep playing the football game.
With your elbow, is that something that you'll need rest eventually to like?
Oh, it's fine. I don't even need to talk about it. Yeah, it's good.
Ben, you talked about their defense a little bit, but do you have to pay attention where Perfect is? Because
he's a good football player. That honestly, I've said this to him on the football field. He's a phenomenal football player, very smart, physical, can make all the plays. And so you need to know where he is in that sense, yes, because of how good he is.
How do you go about protecting yourself in a game like this where there's a little bit of extra sometimes?
Just tell the linemen to block really well.
Ben, what did Mike Tomlin do to get you guys through that game, though? You talked about just focusing on the football part of it. I mean, as a coach, he said he didn't know.
None of us knew.
I mean, was there anything that he did to keep it calm or to keep it just focused?
Not that I can remember personally, I can't remember anything.
So it's just keeping things status quo?
It's normal, yeah.
Okay.
And it's a new coordinator. What do you notice different with Cincinnati?
Not a lot of different things. I mean, I think when you've got the players that they have, the talent that they have, at some point you just line up and let them play. So you're still seeing their 4-3 and you're still seeing some of that stuff, their coverages, but they just got a lot of really good football players that make plays. And, I think they use their front 4 and 7 to get after the quarterback and make you throw it quick. As long as Dunlap is he seems like he can be 5 yards away from you and an arm will still find a way to get the ball or get you down. So what an awesome challenge for us.
Kind of like dealing with a shot blocker in basketball.
Exactly, yeah. You think he's far enough away, but he seems to somehow always be around the ball, and you don't think of that a lot when you talk about pass rushers being around the ball. Usually that's secondary guys, but he's got a knack for finding it.
Ben, what has Vance brought to your tight end group? How much of a relief is it to have him sort of healthy and kind of showing you all the things he can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's an extra body. It gives Jesse some rest. It gives X-Man, I think all three of them can rotate a lot. I think it's a guy that you have to be aware of for down the field stuff. He's a guy that you can create some mismatch opportunities, and when you get that, you got to take advantage of it. And we all saw what it can happen when the ball gets in his hand quick enough.
He mentioned to us a couple weeks ago that he actually requested to be put next to you this year.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just sort of curious. I mean, how's that gone? And he said it's helped communication. I'm just curious if small talk, like even sitting next to each other in the locker, can have benefits.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get him moved back out, but no. Vance and I have a great relationship. We're in a Bible study, couples Bible study off the field. So we went on a trip this off season together. So it's good being there that we can communicate and talk about football things, life things, faith things, whatever it is. And so it's good having him there, and I think it definitely has helped us on the field.
Then, if you were to coach, how would you play the James Conner, Le'Veon Bell card when Le'Veon comes back?
You know, Jim, it's a good thing I'm not the coach. I don't know. I think James has done some amazing things that deserves to be on the football field. We also know what Le'Veon is and what he brings to the table. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when, if and when it happens.
Is the next step consistency? I mean, I know game situations have dictated whether you can run or not at times, but I mean, Le'Veon was a guy that has been impactful every single week, and James, and it's only been 5 games, but it's been up and it's been down a little bit. Is that sort of the next step for him in that?
I don't know. I don't know if there's been much down. I mean, I guess if you're saying in terms of rushing yards, but if you look at the overall picture of what we've asked him to do every week, I think it's been going up every week, and I think that's what gets lost in what a running back and what he's been doing is pass blocking, picking up the blitz, catching the ball out of the backfield. I don't want to jinx anything, but he's catching almost everything I throw to him, and he's in the right spot every time quickly. So I know we talk about, like you say, in terms of yards rushing, you may see that up and down, but in terms of just football player and running back play, it's been going up every week.
How could the structure of this offense utilize 2 really good backs if you have that scenario?
Well, I think keeping guys fresh, I think that's important. You don't want to wear one guy down. You saw last week, James would go for a while, and then Ridley would come in and get some blows, and I think that would be important when Le'Veon does come back, that both those guys stay really fresh when they're on the field.
Then with guys, 2 more for Benny's got to get going.
With some of the rule changes, how could that affect the way Bengals-Steelers has played?
I have no idea. Some of the stuff that happens in that game is the rules were made for it before that, So, it's not about just the physicality of the football game. To me, it's when it gets the extracurricular, the dirty stuff that you wish would be cut out of it, and hope is cut out this time.
But I was surprised to hear criticism of Connor's blitz pickup skills. What do you think?
I was critical of him?
No.
Oh.
No, somebody told me that he's kind of okay. I thought he was doing well.
Yeah, so did I. I gave him a hard time. He had a blitz the other day, but I was rolling out, and he got in the way, and I gave him a hard time. I said, man, you should pancake that guy, just, joking around about it. But no, I think he's been doing a great job of that. That's why I brought that up, because he's done more than run the ball and catch it. He's picking up blitzes, and he's doing exactly what we asked him to do. So whoever was critical of that, they don't know what they're talking about. All right, thanks, guys.